मैंने अपना जो देवडी जो रोल किया था ना, आई वाज़न्ट आउट ऑफ दैट हेड स्पेस। तो एक साल के लिए मैंने वही किया जो देवडी फिल्म में करता है। आई ड्रैंक एवरी डे लाइक अ फूल। आई थिंक पाव वड़ा इज वेरी मच अ क्लासिक बॉम्बे फूड फॉर मी।
आजकल हम लोग वड़ा पाव बोलते हैं उसको।
अभी वड़ा पाव कहते हैं ना, हम पाव वड़ा कहते थे।
हाँ क्या?
At least I used to call it पाव वड़ा। Maybe it's वड़ा पाव।
Good morning and afternoon, अबे।
Hi, good morning and afternoon.
Welcome to the Bombay Journey। कैसे हो आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप बताइए।
यार ये जुहू की हम पतली छोटी गलियों से नेविगेट करते हुए चलेंगे।
हाँ जी, ठीक है।
तो
क्यों नहीं?
अपना सीन ऐसा है कि आपको कुछ भी यहाँ की कहानियाँ याद आती हैं तो हमें बताते चल सकते हो आप।
ओके, तो हम पास कर रहे हैं अभी संजय प्लाजा। संजय खान का घर इस बिल्डिंग के पीछे।
अरे वाह।
और जब बचपन में हम जाते थे, खेलते थे सुजैन, जाहिद वगैरह सबके साथ।
क्रिकेट विकेट
कुछ भी, बट बेसिकली ये जुहू एरिया जहाँ पे बहुत फिल्मी बच्चे पले बड़े हैं।
हाँ।
हमारे ग्रुप होते थे सी संजय हाउस से। एक मेमोरी ये है।
अरे वाह।
अब ये पता नहीं, अब मैं बॉम्बे में ज़्यादा रहता नहीं हूँ, सब नए नए रेस्टोरेंट आ चुके हैं।
तो ये आपको पता नहीं है।
यहाँ पे रेन होता था।
हाँ,
You
a
remember?
good restaurant is always here.
Yeah.
You can get good
Yeah.
food here.
हमेशा रेस्टोरेंट ही खुलते हैं यहाँ पे।
हाँ, तो कितना आना होता है? अब आप गोवा शिफ्ट हो चुके हो, ये मुझे पता है, बट बाकी दुनिया के लिए बताना चाहता हूँ मैं लोगों को।
जब जरूरत हो तब आ जाता हूँ।
ठीक है।
जैसे कि अगर शूट हो, अब प्रमोशंस चल रहे हैं मेरे,
हाँ जी।
सो फॉर दैट आई एम हियर। जब पेरेंट्स को मिलना हो तो
हाँ,
यू नो, या बट मेनली फिर गोवा में ही रहता हूँ मैं। हाँ,
नाइस। फॉर मुंबईकर्स गोवा इज टू स्लो, आई हैव बीन टोल्ड। इज दैट?
इट इज आई सपोज, लेकिन अभी सब कुछ चेंज हो रहा है ना। पैंडेमिक के बाद बहुत लोगों ने घर खरीदे हैं वहाँ पे अभी।
Correct.
लेकिन फिर भी कंपेयर टू बॉम्बे ऑब्वियसली इट्स स्लो,
हाँ, ट्रू।
यू नो। बट 20 साल की कहानी नहीं रही। 20 साल पहले और भी स्लो होता था।
100%।
अभी फिर भी लोकल टूरिज्म बढ़ गई है। सो लॉट पीपल फ्रॉम बॉम्बे एंड दिल्ली आए हैं, उन्होंने रेस्टोरेंट्स खोले हैं।
हाँ,
तो थोड़ी एक बज़ और एक्टिविटी ज़रूर शुरू हो गई है विद द एंटरप्राइजिंग इंडियंस।
100%। तो ये बताओ कि आपका स्कूलिंग का कहीं ज्यादा खबर सी नहीं है, जमुना भाई लिखा हुआ था कहीं पे। इज दैट वेयर यू वेंट?
यस दैट इज।
कैसे टाइप के स्टूडेंट हुआ करते थे आप?
मैं अच्छा स्टूडेंट नहीं था।
नहीं क्या?
नहीं, मुझे हमेशा बस खेल में बिजी था मैं।
हाँ।
आई डिडंट कंसंट्रेट। मैं ड्रॉ बहुत करता था। आई स्टार्टेड ऑफ एज अ कार्टूनिस्ट।
रियली?
और स्टोरी बोर्ड्स भी बनाए मैंने एड्स के लिए।
हाँ, वो मुझे पता है, वो हम आने वाले थे जर्नी में आगे।
आई स्पेंड माय टाइम डूइंग कार्टून्स इंस्टेड ऑफ
nice.
लर्निंग। एग्जाम भी मैं सबसे पहले खत्म कर देता था अपने पेपर, क्योंकि आधा पेपर मुझे मालूम नहीं होता था। And I'd be doodling on the page.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
But then that continued over in college as well.
kind of. मेरा foundation when I went to college abroad, foundation first year मैंने अपने fine arts में ही किया था। पर
अरे
जब
वाह।
मेरी fine arts का पहला साल खत्म हो गया था, then मैंने decide किया कि यार मुझे art नहीं करना, मुझे film making करनी है। When I finally had all the art education in front of me,
Yeah.
I didn't want it.
Which is fair. I think that's how an artist's mind can be fickle
It's
also.
just stupid.
I mean, it is what it is.
Self sabotage कहते हैं जिसे। जब सुविधा है आप इस्तेमाल कर लो ना।
हाँ. So there is this whole abroad education,
हाँ जी।
but there is also 100%. Like I was asking Abhishek, whose house we've just passed, and then I've asked some other celebrities or like DQ who've had family in the industry. Is there a lot of pressure when you have overachiever? I mean, folks around family.
प्रेशर तो रहता ही है यार, whether you're an outsider or an insider, to be honest. लेकिन वो कौन सी चीज़ का प्रेशर रहता है वो अलग हो जाता है। So for example, if you're born in the industry, तो of course आपको immediately आपके father, mother, uncle, aunt जो भी हैं उनके साथ कंपेयर किया जाता है immediately, and they expect you to be as good as them,
Yeah.
or as bad as them, depending on how your relative is perceived.
Yes.
लेकिन अगर आप आउटसाइडर हो तो फिर आपको इतनी एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं होती है जितनी एक इनसाइडर की होती है।
Correct.
बट देन अगेन इनसाइडर की एक प्रिविलेज होती है, उनके कॉन्टैक्ट्स होते हैं। इट्स वेरी इजी फॉर मी टू कॉल अप एनीबॉडी एंड मीट देम इवन एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ माय करियर। एक आउटसाइडर को उतना आसानी से नहीं हो पाएगा। सो इट्स अ ट्रेड ऑफ। प्रोज एंड कॉन्स सबके होते हैं। सबको लगता है कि अगर आप न्यू कमर हो तो आपकी स्ट्रगल एक इस्टेब्लिश स्टार से ज़्यादा होती है, बट इस्टेब्लिश स्टार भी अपनी पोजीशन को होल्ड करने के लिए भी बहुत स्ट्रगल करता है।
100%.
तो अलग सी स्ट्रगल होती है। ये कंपैरिजंस लोग करते रहते हैं, व्हिच इज नॉर्मल, आई गेस इट्स ह्यूमन बिहेवियर।
Yeah.
बट एवरीबॉडी हैज देयर ओन जर्नी। ऐसे नहीं कि किसी के पास ज़्यादा अच्छा, किसी के पास ज़्यादा कम है। हाँ, अमीर और गरीब के बीच ज़रूर एक फ़र्क है।
Yes, 100%.
वो उसमें ज़रूर है एक डिफरेंस।
तो भाई जैसे आपने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही बताया, you've done a bunch of jobs here and there of various kinds. There is an assistant editor's role. There is a. So did you take this doodling forward and do storyboarding? Tell me more about that.
Storyboarding मैं 17 साल 18 साल की उम्र में था.
हाँ.
उम्र की था जब मैंने प्रोफेशनली किया. तब मिड
एड्स के लिए.
एड्स के लिए. It was the mid 90s. जीत एंड कैलाश की एक एडवर्टाइजिंग एजेंसी होती थी.
अच्छा जी.
उनके लिए करता था मैं. मेरी और मैं स्टोरी बोर्ड बना के दे देता उन्हें, लेकिन मुझे बाहर जाने की इच्छा होती थी जो मुझे अलाउड नहीं था रात को. तो आई शुड टेल देम कि मुझे शूट पे जाना है. एज अ स्टोरी बोर्ड आर्टिस्ट हैव टू बी देयर.
या.
Which is not true.
Which is not true. They print out the beautiful
स्टोरी बोर्ड तो बना के दे दिया है ना, तो उसमें
हो गया
अब काम हो गया. आपको वहाँ आने की कोई जरूरत है नहीं शूट पे, लेकिन मैं बोल देता था कि मेरी जरूरत है. तो
another con of having people who know that this is not required.
Well, you know, my parents advertising था ना, it was different from film.
हाँ, fair enough.
फिल्म में कौन स्टोरी बोर्ड वैसे भी बनाता है.
हाँ, अभी हो गया, बनाने लग गया.
अब भी होगा शायद, लेकिन तब तो था नहीं.
Correct.
Even ads में ज्यादा करते नहीं थे.
हाँ.
So
the Devdi sequence where your face is bloody inside the bucket was like, for us film school people, like, oh, somebody's killed it, bro, like somebody's gone crazy nuts. And
that's purely Anurag.
yeah. So then it's like us tripping on Anurag's madness. But what was your struggle story then? Like, how are you getting your first gig?
मैंने एक्चुअली इन द बिगिनिंग एक म्यूजिक वीडियो शूट किया था. एक शो का पायलट भी किया था जो फिर 6 महीने तक वो didn't go into production.
What was this for TV?
Yeah.
So what channel and what?
I don't remember now. बहुत साल हो चुके हैं. Then I was going to be launched by someone, but वो फिर that didn't work out.
हाँ.
Then मुझे इम्तियाज़ अली मिले.
जी.
Through a common contact. उन्होंने मुझे नरेशन दी और तब जाके मैं इम्तियाज़ को भैया के पास ले गया.
हाँ.
कहने के लिए कि भैया, because भैया will take chances with new directors.
Yeah.
तब भी करते थे, आज भी करते हैं.
Correct.
So he liked it. And
so do you. I've always thought that about you as well.
हाँ, most, I think at least half, if not more than half my films are debut directors.
Yeah, that's what.
मेरी पहली 5 फिल्में सब debuts थे.
Correct.
One after the other for 5 films.
When you look back, you realize that Imtiaz's first film and your first film are the same.
That happens when you work in the same film. For the first time.
Yeah. I mean, obvious, but like for us, it's like tripping on cult classics with folks who are cult also.
Yeah, and then I only had one idea of mine developed into a script, which was Devdi, जो मैं narrate करता था लोगों को.
So you weren't doing the auditioning rounds or whatever you.
और नहीं, I mean when भैया took my इम्तियाज under his wing और हमें launch किया उन्होंने, तब launch के बाद, of course, film didn't do that well on the first weekend.
Yeah.
Opening weekend की बात होती है ना. It picked up over the weeks.
Yes.
And then, I didn't get so much work from that.
No, I thought like it because for us, I remember I was that time also, right? 2005.
जो काम आ रहा था वो बहुत ही like not me. Like they were trying to take Viren's character and make him even more like indecisive, confused, funny, not very serious. और मैंने कॉमेडी की थी, बट मेरा ये नहीं था कि मुझे सिर्फ कॉमेडी ही करनी है. आई लाइक ड्रामा, आई लाइक कॉमेडी बोथ. कॉमेडीज भी किए मैंने फिर ओवर माय करियर एंड ड्रामा, बट इट वाज इंपॉर्टेंट दैट आई डोंट गेट पोर्ट्रेड अ सर्टेन वे.
So then for me what's interesting is also there is a bit about New York. Did you go study there as something?
There was this Art Students League where it's non-credited, so anybody can register, you know. So थोड़ा बहुत, that was the height. That's when Devdi had just released and क्योंकि मैं एक फिल्मी परिवार में पला बड़ा हूँ ना.
हाँ जी.
I saw fame up close as a child. So I didn't like it क्योंकि आपकी प्राइवेसी चली जाती है, आपके बारे में और बहुत कुछ चीज़ें लिखी जाती हैं. So मेरा एक बहुत ही I used to literally hate fame.
Why is that?
And media, because growing up I saw a lot written about family being questioned as a kid.
True.
क्या ये सच है, क्या वो सच है. It used to make me angry.
You were questioned as well?
ऐसे नहीं से, अरे आपके पापा फिल्मों में काम करते हैं, आपके अंकल बड़े स्टार हैं, obviously, no?
हाँ जी.
And then उनके बारे में जो भी लिखा जाता था मुझे पूछा जाता था स्कूल में.
fair enough.
And then so I just didn't like that. And then I saw a lot of people around family जो मुझे मालूम था कि यार ये फायदा उठाने के लिए आए हैं यहाँ पे, कोई दोस्त तो है नहीं. So मेरे दिमाग में वही बात रह गई थी. तो जब मैंने एंट्री मारी इंडस्ट्री में, I was just ready to defend myself कि ये होने वाला है. So protect yourself. I was guarded. So I think जब Devdi release हुई and I knew Devdi was going to be huge. Oye Lucky had done well before that.
Correct.
और फिर मनोरमा और 140 की कम से कम critical acclaim तो आ चुकी थी, if not box office success.
वो 2 फिल्में आपकी.
हाँ.
मैं मोजर बेर की वजह से थैंक करूंगा दुनिया को. Oye Lucky is my favorite work of yours.
So basically I ran away to New York.
Yes.
अगर मैं मीडिया अवॉइड करूं,
हाँ जी,
आप डायरेक्टर के बारे में लिखो, एक्ट्रेस के बारे में लिख लो, आप फिल्म के बारे में लिख लो,
हाँ,
मेरा काम मेरे लिए बात करेगा।
हाँ जी, हाँ,
एक ये आइडियलिज्म की बात जो मैं कह रहा था आपको।
हाँ,
सो आई रैन ऑफ सो दैट आई वुडंट लेट मीडिया बी द थिंग that I used to get famous.
Okay.
I wanted my work to make me famous, not the brands I endorse.
हाँ.
But of course times बहुत change होते गए और एक कहावत मैंने कहीं पढ़ी है which stayed with me कि an actor is not judged by the success of his movies.
Yeah.
An actor is judged by the endorsements he or she makes.
हाँ.
Which is true up. So I had to really adjust and see that okay ठीक है यार.
Get endorsements.
नहीं, I mean endorsements तो आती रही हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं आती है, मैंने कम किया because I didn't want to be a corporate face. You know, ultimately हम कहानियाँ बनाते हैं अक्सर जिसमें दिखाया जाता है कि बड़े corporations या बड़े businesses take over the little guy.
Yeah.
It's just the most common story
Narrative, yes.
narrative that you will see. How can I do that if I'm selling you product from every corporate? This is my head. But I realize now it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's how the world functions.
Wait 1 second. So I'm going to trip a little on Oye Lucky because of course मैं बहुत trip किया हुआ picture पे. Dibaka's great, amazing madness. The release date was very weird यार. That is the most strangest kind of
किसको मालूम
story.
था 26/11 होने वाला है?
हाँ.
हम एक अटैक हुआ था हमारी कंट्री पर
जी.
वेडनेसडे को शुरू हुआ, फ्राइडे को खत्म हुआ, फ्राइडे को हमारी फिल्म आ रही थी, तो स्टूडियो हैड 2 days टू डिसाइड। यूटीवी के पास सिर्फ 1 या 2 दिन थे डिसाइड करने के लिए क्या हम रिलीज करें कि नहीं। उन्होंने डिसाइड कि हम कर लेंगे। Yeah, but I mean you can't really take a calculated decision at that time. Whatever decision you take, then you live with it.
Yeah.
You know, you never know if you're right or you're wrong. Obviously उस फर्स्ट वीकेंड में कोई सिनेमा तो जा ही नहीं रहा था बिकॉज क्या पता और भी टेररिस्ट होंगे शायद बंदूक लेकर आ जाएं। तो yes, that unfortunately happened.
But like for me, the question is more about are you stressing or distressing or kind of feeling empathy and sympathy for what has happened?
Obviously.
And feeling sad also because so it's a bunch of emotions together, right?
Obviously, पहले दिमाग में बात तो यही आई थी ना, people are getting killed. Fuck.
Yeah.
Can I say that? No, sorry.
Yes, you can.
Abused? We
Yeah,
can?
yeah.
Okay. It's YouTube.
Yes.
आपको demonetize नहीं करेंगे अगर
हाँ, नहीं.
bad word आए. So only if you're a left-leaning news channel you get demonetized.
Yeah, no, we're not. I mean, we've had Rahul Gandhi on the show. I walked with him.
I don't know. I'm saying I've been watching some videos where I see a lot of these left-leaning news outlets, and they get demonetized if they put any bad words. So I'm wondering if you're not getting demonetized, it's probably because you're not left-leaning.
No, we're neither. We're Switzerland.
Yeah, exactly.
We're very Switzerland.
So you can do whatever you want.
Yes,
100%. What were we saying now? Sorry, I digress.
Oye Lucky hoye.
Yeah.
So you feel sad and you feel.
Yeah. So दिमाग में पहले तो यही बात आई ना कि लोगों को शूट किया जा रहा है बॉम्बे शहर में, and that was very distressing. Yeah. And then the second thought was obviously तुम्हारी फिल्म के लिए कोई देखने आएगा नहीं, but that doesn't matter right now.
हाँ.
Because lives are being
जिंदगी
lost.
जरूरी है. हाँ.
You know, so I was sad, and so the sadness of my film probably taking a hit was not so strong.
True.
Because I knew that there was people losing family members. You know, so I couldn't be sad about my movie.
So then, how does the career progress from there? Because there is a bunch of good, great cinema and great work, and then there is some that don't do as well. So then, how the conversation is changing with producers and directors after?
ऊपर नीचे तो हर एक्टर का होता है ना.
जी.
That's normal.
Yeah.
It's just that you have to secure yourself by at least belonging to some group or studio or person, because a lot of Bollywood is like that. People tend to have their groups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're launched by a studio, for example, if you're launched by an actor, another example. So if you don't have that protection, it's a lot harder.
It was for
protection ना हो तो. Well, it was by choice. It's not like मेरे पास offers नहीं थे from studios or other actor producers to become a part of their group, so to speak.
Really?
Of course. I mean, it's not that out. हमारे group को join करो, no.
Yeah,
but people are being friendly, obviously, and they're in praise of you. They like your work, so
correct.
Obviously they reach out, and which is very nice. But again, मेरे अंदर यही डर था कि यार I don't belong to anyone. I want to try and belong to no one and still get work. Is that possible?
Correct.
Because it's so obvious that this one belongs to that camp and that one's been launched by so and so.
Yeah.
तो उनके साथ तो रहेगा ही ना.
नहीं, FOMO नहीं होता क्या मतलब तभी, like fear of missing
No,
out?
I'm born and raised in the industry, यार. So
नहीं होता.
No, because I saw that there's no glamour in the industry. There's glamour in the perception of it.
Yeah.
Sure, but in reality there isn't. अगर privileges की बात की जाए तो एक बड़ी privilege वही है मेरे पास. This information that fame is not that it's all that it's made to be, and that there's nothing glamorous about working in the glamour industry. I'm not taken in by those things. तो सबसे बड़ा advantage ये था. Of course, you can be launched, you can be pushed. मुझे एक ही चांस मिला था अपने फैमिली से, सोचा ना था. उसके बाद में मैंने सब अपने आप ही किया है. एंड द फिल्म लाइक आई सेड आई वाज नॉट गेटिंग ग्रेट वर्क, बट फिर मैंने नए डायरेक्टर के साथ चांस लिया. दैट वाज अ प्रिविलेज. अगेन लास्ट नेम एट लीस्ट हैज रिकॉल वैल्यू. दैट्स अनदर एडवांटेज ओवर समवन हु इज ब्रांड न्यू. यू नो व्हाट आई मीन? करेक्ट. नॉट फ्रॉम द इंडस्ट्री. So I was taking advantage of that. I was like, अगर privilege है तो इसका अच्छा फायदा उठाते हैं ना हम. For sure. क्यों इस privilege को हम waste करें? But you realize nobody does that. You know, they use privilege for what it obviously can be used for. Yes. And I didn't want to go down that road. We can pass by my parents' house. Sure, let's do that. If we take the next left, this car is here.
Was there areas and places you would play cricket or hang at?
I was terrible at cricket, so I didn't really play much. But there is Chamna Bhai up ahead with its grounds. We used to play over there. Football तो कम से कम खेलता था मैं. हाँ. ये left लेना.
Which? यार अभी आपने जो फिल्म की है Trial by Fire एक limited series है. Limited series है?
हाँ, 7 episodes. अब limited series मतलब कि it's not been going to be there for limited time. Limited मतलब उसके season नहीं होते हैं. बस एक ही सीजन होता है, if you want to call it that.
Oh damn, you're going to leave us sad because of the truth.
It's a true story and it's very tragic and it's very sad.
I just came back. I flew down from Delhi in the morning.
Yeah.
I was speaking to my father-in-law about the cinema.
Yeah.
Upahar cinema.
Upahar cinema.
They say भयानक, like उनके ज़हन में है भाई आज तक.
This is my parents' house here. You can go straight though. अजय और काजोल ने खरीदा एक घर उस तरफ. यश चोपड़ा का घर हमारे घर के पीछे है. हाँ. और कौन है यहाँ पे? Ritik's grandfather also lives here.
Danny uncle is down the road. Danny Denzongpa.
Oh, he is?
Okay. Yeah. And then Sara Ali Khan also somewhere here.
Sara also is here? Okay. So this is... जुहू को इसीलिए कहते हैं इंडियाज़ बेवली हिल्स क्योंकि सारे फिल्मी लोग यहाँ रहते हैं. हालांकि ऐसे नहीं कि सारे फिल्मी लोग बेवली हिल्स में रहते हैं.
Wait, so we were talking about New York. Do you have any New York stories?
मैंने अपना जो देवडी जो रोल किया था ना, I wasn't out of that headspace. तो एक साल के लिए मैंने वही किया जो देवडी फिल्म में करता है.
So you're hanging in Washington Square Park and
a little more better than Dev. I wasn't in tattered clothes and on the streets. उतना नहीं हुआ. Okay, let's just say in that sense no. But I drank every day like a fool.
Sweet.
You can take this right if you want.
Okay. That's how you lived in New York. So it's a days?
Huh?
Is New York a days?
I made some very good friends. तो कुछ चीजें याद हैं मुझे.
हाँ जी.
My whole life is a days.
Yeah.
I think I have a mental problem. क्योंकि मुझे कुछ याद नहीं रहता है.
क्या बात कर रहे हो आप?
Yeah, I forget incidents, people. Yeah, some big. I think it's a reflection of some kind of trauma. I must have also hidden the trauma that's given rise for this forgetfulness.
Shit, I thought you were going to say post-COVID कुछ है भाई brain fog.
COVID से पहले ही मेरी याददाश्त खराब थी यार.
हाँ.
In fact, COVID के टाइम मुझे कुछ still privilege हमारे घर हैं वगैरह. मैं तो गोवा में था.
जी.
तो I was fine actually. I loved it. It got me a chance to recoup and be with myself. I was alone actually, which didn't matter at least for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
फिर मेरा दोस्त और उसकी बीवी आए घर पे and they stayed with me for some time. Yeah.
कभी हुआ ये गोवा का पूरा जिंदगी आपका?
I've been going there since the 90s.
हाँ, but like ऐसा प्लॉट लेना, घर बनाना वगैरह.
Since then only I was like अगर खरीदना हो तो यहीं खरीदूंगा मैं.
हाँ क्या?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. मुंबई की बातें करते हैं आपके साथ. आपके apart from the areas in Juhu and everything, what are your favorite foods and like, are you a foodie?
मिट्टी बाई कॉलेज दिन के याद है जब हम पावड़ा खाते थे on the street.
Best. आजकल मस्का लगा के देते हैं वो लोग.
Yeah, I think पावड़ा is very much a classic.
Yeah.
Bombay food for me.
आजकल हम लोग वड़ा पाव बोलते हैं उसको.
अभी वड़ा पाव कहते हैं ना? हम पावड़ा कहते थे.
हाँ क्या?
At least I used to call it पावड़ा. Maybe it's वड़ा पाव. हमारे घर पे पावड़ा कहते थे. Maybe it's a Punjabi thing. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
So that
में वड़ा पाव है पावड़ा नहीं है.
Which is the assumption, right? Because Punjabi foodie हो कि नहीं?
Punjabis are foodies, no?
हाँ.
Yeah.
तो आप कितने हो?
I'm quite a foodie.
Really? What would be the favorite top 3 foods?
Indian food, we just classic. I can't.
Yeah.
I've grown up on it, and so I think it's the best food in the world.
No, but are you floating dal chawal zone, khichdi zone, or butter chicken?
Dal chawal.
Dal chawal.
I actually love dal chawal. 100%. I love yellow dal.
Yes, Same.
हाँ मेरी favorite है वो. I like it more than butter chicken even.
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
Yeah, I love
very
yellow dal.
homely and like it's the
Then मुझे Japanese पसंद है, Italian पसंद है. Yeah.
where do you go to eat these Jap and Italian things?
मैं बाहर ज़्यादा जाता नहीं हूँ यार.
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
और वैसे भी मेरा टाइम बॉम्बे में ज़्यादा है नहीं ना. So it's mostly LA, Goa.
So then गोवा में कौन सी जगह है और LA में कौन सी जगह है?
गोवा में भी ज़्यादा बाहर नहीं जाता हूँ.
नहीं क्या?
LA में भी मैं ज़्यादा बाहर नहीं जाता हूँ.
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
दोस्त ले जाते हैं मुझे कभी कभी.
हाँ.
अगर दोस्त ने बोला चल निकलते हैं तो फिर मैं निकल जाता हूँ. और मुझे कभी नाम नहीं याद रहते लोग.
वो आप बता चुके हमें.
हाँ मुझे I always forget the name of the
Brain
place
fog
we go
for
to.
perpetuity.
Yeah, for good. There's a name for this disease. I'm not saying I definitely have it, and I
Yeah.
shouldn't say it because I don't want to manifest it by saying it.
Yeah.
But there's been enough times when people are talking to me, I have no idea who they are, and then I'm always polite because I don't know, you might be somebody I've hung out with, and half the time it's a fan. But I'm like, ठीक है, I like being nice to fans also.
Yeah.
But half the time I'm thinking, ये fan है क्या ये
कोई यार है?
कोई यार नहीं, पर someone I worked with maybe or hung out with perhaps for a day.
Yeah.
पर अगर एक बार आपसे मैं मिल चुका हूँ और फिर एक साल बाद आपसे मुलाकात होती है और मैं इतने लोगों से मिलता हूँ,
जी.
obviously it gets
सकता है.
difficult, you know.
So doing something for OTT, like when you're doing something for a series, you have a very long drawn performance. So is that more fun than a film for a character that you're playing?
I think it's the subject matter that defines the fun.
हाँ.
So if it's something really challenging and perhaps original, that's usually the thing that defines the fun.
True.
Like, oh, no one's seen this before, or
Yeah.
not many people go down this road,
हाँ.
and that generally gives me more excitement.
But boss, आप like the जिंदे नहीं मिलेगी दोबारा boy, so the fun bro image that you have, like, you know, it's like बंटी मिलेगा मेरे को, भाई अपना बात करेगा, अपन road trip types.
हाँ.
Versus what you've done recently, like Trial by Fire, is a father of two. An actor wouldn't take that up very easy in your age.
I played a father of one at the beginning of my career.
Yeah, I mean,
Manorama.
correct.
मेरी 5वीं फिल्म थी.
Yeah.
I played a father in that.
Correct. I mean, that was a bold choice. You've made bunch of bold choices. Working with
Yeah.
new time, first time directors से लेके
Yeah.
small budget films you were doing.
Yeah.
This is like, you could have picked a bunch, but you've done this. It's very endearing for me.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I ask you that.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I don't necessarily look at the image before I look at the subject.
Okay.
पहले subject attractive होना चाहिए.
ठीक है.
उसके बाद में सोचता अच्छा इसकी image क्या है? Oh, do I want to have this image? Do I not? Then I'll ask
Yeah,
that question.
yeah.
But then if I'm excited by something, then I already know while asking the question I'm going to do it. Because I don't want to. I still want to play young. I still want to play dynamic.
Yeah.
I don't want to play older roles, but here I am wanting to play this older role. And it's not like I'm not older, I myself am. So I want to embrace my aging. I don't want to deny it.
No, I love the look, the scruffy, the black, the grey look is very cool.
We go from 39 to 59.
Fuck my life. Yeah, 20 years, the case is still on, right?
18 years actually. So 39 to like 57. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the age we go.
And are you visiting the place and like kind of taking in the energies or like what?
It was there. We shot once close to the cinema, right? It was right there actually.
And this is South Delhi, so it's like a posh area also.
Yeah, and I remember seeing the facade.
It's still like as it is?
It's still the same. I think because of the case, they're not allowed to change anything.
Of course.
So it's sitting there exactly like how it was.
And is it any different acting for film versus for OTT or a web series?
The thing with OTT is also, again, depends what you're making. Because the OTT platforms can make something formulaic, Bollywood, and they can make something like Trial by Fire. They have the space for both.
Correct.
So the difference comes in on what you're doing. So it depends. So for example, some of your Trial by Fire isn't the kind of acting style, shooting style that a Bollywood film would have.
Yeah.
You know, बिस्किट नहीं है तुम्हारे पास?
नहीं, मैं जनरली खाना रखता हूँ. नहीं
आप रखते हो?
पानी पियोगी? पानी पियोगी? हाँ, वो वॉलेट मेरा उस गाड़ी में. माफ कीजिएगा, पानी पीजिएगा.
हमारा छुट्टा नहीं कह रही थी हमने, माफ करना. उनसे ले लो,
वो हमारी गाड़ी है, उनसे ले लो.
गिव. आपको देना ही पड़ेगा. Yeah, so you always carry just biscuits, you know.
I always have.
I don't like giving money because I don't know who's taking the money from them.
Yeah, no, this is the manufacturer's car. Otherwise, I have enough food.
He has biscuits.
Yeah, see.
Very good. I always keep biscuits because you know, whether they're there made to beg by the powers that be or they're begging out of choice because they can't help it, it's still a bad situation to be. Even if you're working for someone, you're still doing that out of helplessness. And look at her age. Look how old she is. See how happy she is.
Yes.
And you know, so if you give them food, anybody's put them to beg and is taking hafta from them.
Yeah.
वो उनसे खाना कहाँ लेंगे यार? खाना तो उनका रहेगा ना then. So just carry food. And also that you don't have to ignore people. I hate कि ignore मैं कर नहीं सकता जब
जी
चाहे बड़ा हो या छोटा हो, औरत हो या आदमी. Doesn't matter. You ignoring them really breaks my heart. So if I don't have something, I'll just then have a conversation with them.
Yeah, no, I ended
Sometimes बोल भी देता कि मैं पैसे नहीं दूंगा यार. ये बच्चा तुमने कैरी किया, मुझे मालूम है यहाँ क्या होता है.
Correct.
But you know, so it's just. But again, the helplessness they are in that makes them do these things. You have to notice that. Not that आपने बच्चा का फायदा उठाया, बच्चा देखो, but अरे करे क्या अगर उनको इस situation में, if they are in that situation, क्या करें ये लोग?
Yeah. Chandan Cinema is one of my favorites. We're talking about a theater.
It was there probably before I was born.
Yeah, it's gone now, bro.
It's all. अच्छा, it's not working anymore?
No, they've like it's going into
बंद कर दिया?
redevelopment or something. Yeah. Something is happening. I don't know what.
मुझे लगा कि फिल्में अभी तक चल रही हैं.
नहीं भाई.
नहीं?
कुछ तो.
Oh yeah, there isn't anything.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Scene है. So working with these big directors, you've done Anurag Kashyap, Imtiaz Ali, Zoya Akhtar. What is the difference? Like, how is the vibe like? What is the scene like?
Zoya is probably the most charming.
Yeah.
She can get anything out of you with a smile.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You can't turn down Zoya. Because she just exudes charm.
Hanji.
So that I'll say definitely is unique about her. Of course, the talent is there too. So you're looking forward to what she's going to end up making.
Yeah.
And so the charm works even better. Like she doesn't have to be charming. So that's
versus like an Anurag Kashyap who's.
Anurag's a very manipulative person, so I avoid him because I don't like people who are dishonest.
Okay.
And they're all different. Dibakar is fun.
Yes.
थोड़ा पागल सा है, but then in a good way.
हाँ. इम्तियाज
की पहली फिल्म थी, मेरी भी पहली फिल्म थी. We took a long time to make that, so we really stuck together.
Okay.
Imtiaz and I to finish that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anand Rai is like Anand और मेरे बीच कुछ ही सालों का फर्क है, but he's like a big daddy.
Ranjana was like a.
Ranjana, and then he produced Happy Bhag Jagi, which Mudassar directed, who's also very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That DVD shop, I've heard a lot of stories from every joker.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Green show.
Did you also have stories?
I used to go there, of course. As kids, we all went there to get DVDs. Before that, it was VHS.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Of course.
Yeah, it's just a different era now. It's gone.
True. कैसा लगा लेकिन आपको?
मुझे पसंद आया. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the Bombay Journey.
Yes, thank you so much. Take care.
Chalo, bye.